What's going on, beer lovers? Welcome to another bonus episode. I'm Jeff.
I'm Justin.
I'm John.
And today we are trying Hoof Hearted Brewery's Konkey Dong IPA. Now, I actually got this from a friend. We traded some beers, so I only got one can of it. But here's the thing, I've seen this everywhere online, on Instagram. All my beer lover friends have been raving about this beer, so I had to get my hands on it. I'm excited to try it and tell you guys what we think about this thing. So, are we ready to give it a shot?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's have some beer. Alright guys, so the beers are now poured. It's time to give Konkey Dong a shot. Cheers.
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 Man, that aroma. Alright guys, so before I even dig into this beer, I want to talk about this aroma. So it is packed with tropical fruit aromas. It smells like I just dug my nose right into a pineapple. I feel like I'm in Hawaii all of a sudden, just right off the aroma itself. There's a little bit of a mango presence as well, and a slight citrus presence as well. Overall though, I mean, for me, I'm primarily getting that pineapple aroma. You guys have anything to say about the aroma?
No, the tropical flavors is what this thing is all about, and it's just running all throughout it. You're getting pineapple, mango, passion fruit, papaya, all those great tropical fruit flavors. It's like, what is it? The Chiquita Banana Lady. It's like you took her hat off and you just poured it in that beer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're kind of getting the whole basket, aren't you?
You're getting the whole basket.
Yeah.
And she's dancing around in it.
And she's dancing. Well,
I wish.
Let's see if she's dancing around in my mouth.
After she has a few of these, I'm sure she's going to be dancing around there too. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
That being said, when we taste it, you don't get a lot of hops, do you? At least I'm not getting it.
I get a little bit of dankness.
A little bit, but it's not overpowering like you would see in some of the other hop bombs.
No, this is a super juicy northeastern style IPA. For me, the actual body itself. So like I said earlier, I get a little bit of dankness, but it's not overpowering. I'm not a huge fan of the dank flavors or aromas. But the majority of the body, you're getting some solid malts throughout. You're also getting that thick, creamy mouthfeel.
Yeah.
And then those tropical flavors are constant throughout. I mean, from start to finish, you're getting those tropical flavors. I feel like I'm drinking spiked juice. It's like a spiked juice beer. It actually is quite carbonated as well, which kind of adds to the flavor. I feel like it kind of punches it up an extra step compared to some of the other beer styles that are like this.
Yeah, as far as the carbonation goes, that's one of the first thing I noticed, that it seems more fizzy than normal ones that we've had as far as IPAs go in the past. And as far as those fruit flavors go, you're getting them everywhere, but especially in the finish. I just feel like I had like pog juice in my mouth. Pineapple, orange, guava. Just that flavor that you get right after you crack open a big Dole carton of that juice. That's what I'm getting as soon as the finish, and it's fabulous. If you're a tropical fruit flavor, if you're a Northeast IPA person, like Jeff said, it is the textbook definition of what you're looking for in those flavors.
You know, you bring up a good point. What it reminds me of, I just thought of this, it reminds me of a Dole Whip from Disneyland.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. If you guys have ever been to Disneyland, this legit is like a Dole Whip from Disneyland.
Totally.
I mean, in beer form, obviously, but damn.
Yeah, it's like a Dole Whip with malts.
Yep.
Basically. Yep. For sure.
All right, so let's go ahead and score this beer. Justin, let's start with you. How would you score this beer?
All right, so let's start with Aroma. And Aroma, obviously, I am a tropical nut. I love the tropical. It's solid, it's delicious, it's flavorful, and it's a solid 9. It's just short of perfect. I don't know what exactly would make it perfect, but it's just missing a little something. I don't know what it is, but it just feels like there's a little something that it's 98% there. It's 98%, so I got to give it a 9. Jeff?
I would score it a 9 as well, actually. It's not that it's really missing anything. I think more than anything, this beer has everything it needs. It just isn't. It's not perfect.
It's not turned up to 10.
Damn near perfect. I think a 9 is still a badass score, especially because I normally score a lot harsher when it comes to the aromas, because I always expect like just heavy aromas. This thing has got it in spades. From the second you put your nose to the glass, you are getting all those tropical notes. I mean, there's no mistaking it. Somebody who's never had a beer before can stick their nose in this glass, and you tell them, what do you smell? And they're gonna be able to point out all the things that we just mentioned just now. And to me, that shows great craft work. John.
So, by now you may notice that I don't like sweet beers. I am not a sweet beer kind of guy. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of you out there that don't really like sweet beers.
Here it comes.
Truthfully, the smell is extremely sweet. Lots of fruit, lots of just fruity flavors. It's a very fruity smelling beer. Now, I don't discount it because of it, okay? Yeah, I don't like fruity sweet beers, but the fact that this beer is supposed to be that way, and that's what I'm getting from it, I give it a 9. Like, it is exactly what I expected from this beer, right? I may not like it, but it is exactly what I would want from this particular beer. And so I am with these gentlemen, and I give it a 9.
All right, now flavor. John, where do you have it? I'm going with him because I want to know what he's going to say.
Well, again, right back to what I was talking about, the sweet beers and the flavor, right? So the aroma is fruity and sweet, and the taste is fruity and sweet. But I have to say, because I like bitter beers without the sweetness, the finish on this beer, there's no real solid sweetness on the back of it. There's just a nice hoppy bitterness, and I enjoy that a lot. I really like the finish of this beer. But again, what I expected to come out of the can, after smelling it, what I expected to taste, like it's a 9. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful beer. Jeff?
For me, I'm right in the same wheelhouse. Same with Aroma. I'm gonna give it a 9. It's not perfect, but damn is it close. The fruity flavors, the pineapple, the passion fruit, the orange, you get a little bit of orange peel in there too, like that zestiness a little bit. And even the dankness, like, I'm not a huge fan of those dank hop flavors, but it's so subtle that it actually accompanies quite well with the fruitiness, so it's not as overpowering.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of thought that went into building this beer, and you can taste it in the execution. Justin.
You guys have said pretty much everything that has to be said about this, with the exception of one thing. And this is the reason why I'm probably going to give it a 9 above anything and all else. I just think it's too carbonated. It kind of feels more like it's in the range of soda for me than beer, where I'm getting more bubbles than I would expect from most beers. Not saying that that's a bad thing, not saying that I don't like that, but it's just, it's a little off-putting when you have so many beers that are of a certain carbonation range, and this one seems a little bit more. I like
it though, because it kind of breaks up the rest of the flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that being said, it's a damn near perfect beer, but it's not a perfect beer.
Yeah.
That's why I got to give it a 9. It's everything they said, plus the carbonation, and that's right where I'm at. Cool. All right.
So, Jeff, now the question is, if you can get your hands on another one of these, are you going to do it?
Hell to the yes. Now, Hoof Hearted Brewery is in Ohio. Would I drive to Ohio to get it? No. But I'm hoping some of my Instagram pals see this video, and if for whatever reason they decide to make more cans of this, send them my way, please. I'll trade you some of the beers on the West Coast for some of yours. Damn, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if this ever showed up in one of our like alcohol distributor retailers out here, shit, man, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I just look for that I'd look for the monkey and I would grab it the first chance.
So you're saying you
grab
would
that
grab your
monkey.
monkey at
I
the
would
first
grab
chance.
the monkey at the first chance.
Good to know.
So John, would you try this beer again?
Would I try this beer again? I'd say no. No, I wouldn't try this beer. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't go on the hunt to try to find this beer because it's not my palate. Like
It's not your style.
it's
Yeah.
not my palate. Like it's delicious. It's a great beer, but it's not something where I'll be like, hey, you know, I'm really craving this Konkey Dong, or you know, I'm really craving. I'm gonna go sit by the pool and drink this IPA or whatever. Right? I'm not really digging that too much, just because of the sweetness and the tropical flavors. Justin?
Columbus, Ohio. That's where Marengo is. That's where Hoof Hearted Brewing is. And would I go there again? Absolutely. But I would have to be in Ohio. If it's here, I will gladly go do it. If I'm in Ohio, anywhere in the state of Ohio, I'm gonna seek this place out and I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna have probably put a whole bunch of these in my suitcase and pack them back home.
Well, hopefully they produce them again. That's the real question.
That's
Yeah.
if they produce them
Yeah.
again.
That's a $600 beer, just so you know.
Stop pissing on my parade, man.
All right, guys. So you heard it from us. This is a fantastic beer. If you're not a big fan of like the tropical northeastern style IPAs, probably not going to be your jam. But if you are, holy shit, man, this is a solid beer. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If there are other beers you want us to try, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Until next time, I don't have a lot of beer left, but we'll see you next time on Let's Have Some Beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.